Lighty was born in the Bronx in 1968. He grew up in a rough neighborhood where he learned early on about the harsh realities of life. Even though he had problems, Lighty was determined to do well for himself and saw hip-hop as a way to do so. He started as a breakdancer when he was young, but quickly realized his true calling was behind the scenes. Here's more about him. However, before we begin our video, we would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. Let's get started. Chris Lighty was a legend in the hip-hop industry. He was known as a manager, executive, and business owner. Many people think of him as one of the most important people in hip-hop history, and his influence on music is still felt today. During his career, Lighty worked with some of the biggest names in hip-hop. He helped 50 Cent, LL Cool J, and Busta Rhymes build careers, but it was sometimes challenging for him to get where he is now. Along the way, he had to deal with several problems and setbacks. Lighty had his first taste of the music industry when he earned a job as a road manager for the rap group UTFO in the middle of the 1980s. This experience provided him with his first flavor of the industry. After that, he started collaborating with other musicians, notably KRS-One, who would become one of his closest friends and a frequent collaborator. From there, he began to release music. Lighty established his own management company, which he named Violator Management, at the beginning of the 1990s. Violator Management became one of the most successful and prominent management firms in the annals of hip-hop history. LL Cool J was one of the first artists that Lighty was able to manage during his career successfully. Lighty brought LL Cool J on board with his management company in the early 1990s. He was instrumental in guiding the rapper's career through a string of commercially successful albums and tours. Lighty largely became a significant figure in the hip-hop business due to the success of LL Cool J, one of the most well-known artists in the genre at the time. Another musician that Lighty was instrumental in molding was Busta Rhymes. Lighty brought Busta Rhymes on board with Violator Management in the middle of the 1990s, and he was instrumental in guiding the rapper's career through several successful albums and hits. Lighty had a significant role in assisting Busta Rhymes in establishing himself as one of the hip-hop community's most dynamic and important figures. Busta Rhymes was recognized for his one-of-a-kind style and his high-energy performances. Nonetheless, 50 Cent will likely go down in history as Lighty's most famous pupil. When Lighty first came across 50 Cent in the early 2000s, he quickly saw the rapper's potential. He helped develop 50 Cent's career by guiding him through a string of successful albums and songs after he signed him to his management business. Lighty was a significant factor in 50 Cent's rise to prominence as one of the most influential personalities in the history of hip-hop. 50 Cent was well known for his harsh lyrics and hard-edged style, and Lighty was a significant contributor to this rise. Lighty was effective not only in his role as a manager but also as an executive and entrepreneur. Throughout his career, he established some prosperous businesses, including Violator Records. This record label was accountable for releasing some of the most historically significant and influential hip-hop records ever created. Lighty was also well known for his work as a consultant and a strategist, and he was frequently sought out by other businesses and artists to receive his experience and guidance. Work done for charitable causes and for giving something back to the community, he was one of the co-founders of the Hip Hop Summit Action Network. This organization used hip-hop culture to advance the goals of education and economic autonomy in disadvantaged areas. At 44, Lighty's life was cut tragically short in 2012 when he took his own life, which was a shocking and unanticipated turn of events. His passing was a surprise to the hip-hop world, and it served as a sobering reminder of the enormous amount of stress and competition that individuals who work in the music industry are subjected to daily. His contributions to hip-hop are still felt today, despite Lighty passing away at an unfortunate age, and his legacy will continue. In the hip-hop world, Chris Lighty was both a pioneer and an innovator. He was a visionary. He was instrumental in developing the careers of many of the most prominent and influential performers in the genre, and his influence on the music and culture of hip-hop is incalculable. He was a successful manager, executive, and businessman, but even more importantly, He was a friend and guide to many artists he collaborated with. He was an entrepreneur. All of those who continue to perform his music and who are committed to giving back to the community serves as an inspiration to those who are carrying on his legacy today. Chris Lighty will be regarded as a hip-hop industry great for all to come, and his contributions to the subgenre will continue to be honored well into the future. So that's all for today's video. If you like this video, click the like and the bell buttons. We'll have another video for you soon. Take care until then.